Assalamualaikum, Tajahau, Kopi Sarangan, and greetings
to Sir Hafiz and also to our fellow classmates. So today, I'm Nur Afika and this is my partner Ellie.
I'm ELLY,
and we will be presenting two poems that centralized around the theme family. Okay, so the first poem is titled Family is like a circle. A family is like a circle. The connection never ends, and even if at times it breaks, in time it always mends. A family is like the stars, somehow they're always there. Families are those who help, who support and always care. A family is like a book, the ending's never clear, but through the pages of the book, their love is always new. A family is many things, with endless words that show who they are and what they do, and now how they teach you so you know. But don't be worried if it's broken, or if through time it's been so worn. Families are like that. They split up and always torn. But even if this happens, your family will always be. They help define just who you are and will be a part of you eternally. So, after reading the poem, we can see that it mainly talks about family. The subject is family, and as we can see, the poet uses several similes in order to emphasize on the strong bond of family. The poet uses similes in the first three stanzas that tells about the deep and long-lasting connections of family. For example, the poet says that a family is like a circle. A family is like a book. A family are like stars. So, we can see that family is being explained as people who stick together no matter what, and even though they have to endure hardships together and no matter what the circumstances are, family will always be there to support you no matter what. And also, one of the examples in the poem is a family is like the stars, somehow they're always there to show that they will always be there, and they will be a part of you eternally, referring to family. They will always be a part of you no matter what. Okay, before we move on, actually I'm sorry, I've tried to search about the details or biography of this poet, but the only thing I could find is that the poet is Nicole M. O'Neill, and this poem is published in February 2006. So I just assume that this poem is probably related to maybe her life experiences and what she has gone through. Okay, so next. So the speaker of this poem can be the author itself or can be the readers in general, because speaker of this poem is someone who is a member of family, because it channels around a life revolving our family and the experiences we have living with our family members. So the setting of this poem, the poem doesn't state the certain time or place taken, but then we can say that this poem is mainly revolving around our social community itself, as in us living with our families. So this poem is actually relevant in any period of time, place and people, because it talks about the values of family and how the bond is long-lasting and they will always be there for you. So that's all from me. I give this to my partner Ellie.
Thank you, Afrika. So move on to our second poem. In the first poem, we see how the family is depicted in general. In the second poem, we will narrow it down a little bit in this poem titled Mother to Son by Langston Hughes. Before we go any further, allow me to recite this poem. Well, son, I'll tell you. Life for me ain't been no crystals there. It's had tacks in it, and splinters, and boards torn up, and places with no carpet on the floor. There. But all the time, I've been a climbing on, and reaching landings, and turning corners, and sometimes going in the dark, where there ain't been no light. So boy, don't you turn back. Don't you sit down on the steps, 'cause you find it's kinda hard. Don't you fall now. For I still going, honey. I still coming. And life for me ain't been no crystals there. So that's a beautiful poem written by Langston Hughes. So the speaker itself is a mother, as what suggests in the title, Mother to Son. Of course, the speaker is a mother. And the situation in this poem is a mother is talking to her son in a comfortable manner. See? And the setting is the depiction of the life of African American living in America. Why do I say the setting is the depiction of African American? We will see as we go through this presentation together. So the theme, of course, family. In this poem, the mother, who is also the speaker, is telling her son on what she had went through all her life. And as what's stated in the poem, life is not a crystal stair. Life is not always rainbow and sunshine. And thus, as a caring mother, she is giving advice to her son, or maybe I can say she is giving precaution to her son, because she had went through a lot of hardships, and her son will probably go through the same thing. Thus, she is giving her son a warning or an advice, a precaution, something like that, something along the way. Now, moving on. Of course, a beautiful poem will come from a great poet itself. So, this poem is written by Langston Hughes. He is an African American poet, novelist, playwright, columnist from Joplin, Missouri. So he was raised by his grandmother until the age of 13 because his parents divorced when he was still young. And Hughes was known for his insightful portrayal of the black life in America. And some of his famous workers, including Harlem, Dreams, and also the Speaks of Negro Rivers. So remember when I said the setting is about the African American life living in America? It's because Langston himself is an African American. So the mother probably is Langston Hughes himself. So it is as if he is giving advice to his children about what they will face, about the challenges they will go through as they are growing up and living in America. Because as we all know, African American living in America, they go through such many hardships in life. They become slave, and it sometimes feels like they don't deserve any rights in America. And so I think that's it for our presentation today. Hope you, everyone who is watching this, gain some information, knowledge, and for our classmates, don't forget to check up on your parents today, because you know family is
very important and essential in our daily lives.
true.
And our life basically revolves around family, no matter our own family or our friends.
Yes, because friends also can be family. So that's all from us.
Thank you.